Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are watching Motuliok playing in the 279E on Berlin. He's from the Russian server as well, so make of that what you will, I guess. As we can see down the bottom, in the consumables, he is actually running a modified configuration, meaning that there is less risk of running combat rations instead of a fire extinguisher, thereby increasing all of the crew's skills. Which, we all know this tank is amazing. 4 tracks means you don't actually have a lower plate that people can penetrate very easily. The only way they can actually get to you is really shooting down into your upper plate or into the back of the vehicle and occasionally into the sides. So, doing a great job here, just sitting in cover on the north side of the Berlin map, just trying to find those shots. Very nice shot under the turret armor of the Conqueror. Just able to slot it in ever so perfectly. Another shot as the Conqueror turns its turret straight into the back of that. Now, this tank, as I was saying before, you can only really penetrate it, especially as a tier 8. Tier 8s and 9s, it's a very much a bully style tank. They can't do a lot against you, just face them and say good luck. Really, it turns into a farm fest. That is why this tank has got to be the hardest tank in the game to obtain, requiring you to complete all of the second set of personal missions. And as we can see here, actually managing to get penetrated on towards the side of the vehicle, I believe that was, by the lower shooting premium rounds. So now, taking advantage of what this tank can do, which is pretty much anything. It doesn't have a lot of gun depression. I am still yet to obtain this vehicle, so it is quite difficult to get. But there, Renegade taking another shot. Backing up. Perfect shot into the side of the AMX M451, the tier 9 French heavy tank. And he's already racked up over 5,000 damage. 5,500 damage, less than 3 minutes into the match. How much damage is it going to be for the actual 5-minute mark? Right on it. Unfortunately, only critting that Conqueror, but still 5,500 damage. Unfortunately, not quite getting the cupola of the Conqueror there. Would have been a very nice penetration and way to take him out, but getting around to the side and good night. 2 kills, nearly 5,600 damage. Make that 6,000 damage. The alpha damage on this tank being 440 damage. Very nice. 340 millimeters of penetration on the premium rounds. As we can see there, is only firing the premium rounds. 340 millimeters of penetration, as I just said. 258 millimeters of penetration on the AP rounds, which is still far from terrible. High explosive rounds, 530 damage if you can penetrate. Really good for those lightly armored vehicles like the enemy's Scorpion G, or alternatively if you saw a Borsig or anything of that nature, maybe a Grill 15, any sort of artillery. If you can get around them, that would be very effective. So knowing the penetration shots on the mouse, going straight through the cheek with the premium rounds, making it extremely hard now, sitting back in the dip, not giving the mouse very much of an opportunity to penetrate Motuliok. I've got no idea how to pronounce the name, and I'm going to butcher it in 100 different ways in this video, so I will apologize for that. So here, mouse turning the turret, easy shot into the side, and getting taken out by the AMX-30 on his team. Now, getting shot across the field by all those tanks that cannot be seen. Hopefully, they are far enough away that they also cannot spot him, and it was the mouse doing all the spotting. But as we can see right there, unfortunately the T-44-100 rental tank missing the shot and getting taken out. So now, Jagdpanzer E-100, the big boomstick of all guns. One of the big boomsticks. Easy penetration into this superstructure with these massive heat rounds. I'm just trying to think of a great word to use there, but that's all they are. Now, unfortunately, Jagdpanzer does manage to go through, but the insanely long reload means that Motyliok is able to get around the side, turn him away, and we are hoping here, going through the superstructure once again. Easy takeout on the Jagdpanzer. 5 enemies left, already nearly 11,000 damage for this in this battle. Everything is just going his way. So now, trundling down the field, north side, extremely clear. You got the CS-52 LIS backing him up. You got the 215B-183, that Death Star, coming around the very north side of the map, clearing all of those sectors, so Motyliok is safe to cut down the center here. Unfortunately, getting spotted, we're not sure quite where from. Could not have been the Leopard being on the other side of the middle building. Possibly ELC even 90, but he's not wanting to take too many more hits, especially if they do penetrate. Quite unfortunately, only 3,500 damage blocked at the moment. Scorpion G only taking off the track there though, not quite going through. Now would be a great time to change to high explosive shells instead of continuing to shoot the heat rounds. But I guess in the heat of the battle and in the moment, it's kind of hard to micromanage all of your ammunition. Now, only very, very lightly armored tanks left, easily able to go through them with AP rounds. No need to worry there. Putting a very nice shot in. Death Star coming in hot, shutting down that AMX CDA, even though it was only a couple of 100 hit points. So now, LAS managing to trying to get around. Not very successfully though. Going for the ram maybe? No? Just managed to scrape off the side there, but there we go. There is the shutdown. There is the 15th kill of the battle. 12,000, nearly 12,800 damage that we've seen in less than 8 minutes of game time. Let's take a look at the endgame stats now to see what the final results of this battle actually were. Alright, so as we can see there, Motyliok getting the Ace Tanker medal. In this tank, I would be very, very worried if that was not an Ace Tanker, and his first mark of excellence. No doubt getting the high caliber medal for doing the most damage in the match, getting a steel wall medal for blocking nearly 4,000 damage there, and for the 5 kills, unfortunately not quite enough for the Top Gun. So as we said, obviously highest damage in the field, nearly 13,000, probably closer if I said 12,800 there. Nearly 1,600 base experience, 1,568. Very, very good effort. That is an insane amount of base experience. Doesn't matter who you are. Moving on, 37 shots fired, 36 hits, 32 penetrations. Would have been nice if that was all 37s or even 37, 36, 36 with the great penetration of the tank, but unfortunately bouncing a couple of shots here and there, only getting a couple of critical hits. Doesn't really help, but still not a bad result. Nearly making 100,000 credits base, but because Motyliok was only firing premium rounds, having to resupply the ammunition cost 175,000 credits, meaning that he ended up losing 86, nearly 87,000 credits. But still, the ace tanker in this tank is quite difficult to get, so can't take anything away from him. Overall, not too bad of a result, and definitely could have been a lot worse. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I will leave a link to this replay in the description down below on the What Replays website. And until next time, hope to see you again.